Hello.
Hello there.
Yes, thank you for having us here to speak with you at this meeting. Our goal in speaking to groups like this is to increase community awareness of a significant problem we have in our county, so that hopefully you'll be encouraged or inspired to join us to help eradicate this problem. So let me begin with some very disturbing statistics. I'm sure you've heard the saying, every dog has its day. If that means its day to be killed, then yesterday, 5 dogs had their day at Burke County Animal Control, and 5 had their day today, and 5 more will have their day tomorrow, and 5 more the next day. This is the reality of what took place in 2017, and it resulted in a total of 715 dogs being killed. Dogs who were healthy, loving, and eager to be loved. Dogs who were small and cuddly. Dogs who were big and bounding with energy. Dogs for whom their only problem was that they were born. Born into a world that already has more animals than it has homes for. So for no other reason than that they had been born, they had their day, and they were killed. They were helpless to change their fate because they depend on us for their care, their welfare, their quality of life, whether it be good or bad. They look to us to take care of them, and in return, they will gladly give us 1,000 times back with loyalty, unconditional love, companionship, and will even give their lives to save ours if necessary. But what have we given them in return? A day to die. We have failed miserably to protect and care for those who depend on us to do so. And all those dogs, 715 of them, had to pay that awful, unnecessary price. And it's not just dogs who are having their day. There are also the cats. They are having their day as well in even greater numbers. A total of 1,517 cats were executed at the Burke Animal Control in 2017. Again, beautiful, healthy animals that could have provided someone a lifetime of love instead. We failed to protect and take care of them as well. Did you know that only 1 in 10 animals born actually finds a home? So that means that the other 9, who started life so adorable, cute, and cuddly, will only end up homeless, hungry, sick or injured, hurt or killed, never knowing the comfort of a loving home. Or they end up at animal control, where they are simply put to death and then discarded because they were born. But things can be different. We don't have to sit back and accept these horrific statistics. Would you like for that dog or cat's day to have a different ending? You can close your eyes to it, turn away from the harsh reality of what I'm saying, like you turn the channel on the TV when those SPCA commercials come on and you don't want to see those scared, lonely, abandoned cats and dogs. We can change the channel because it's hard to watch. You can close your eyes to it, tune it out, or tell yourself it's not really happening, but it goes on. It is happening right down our street. It's happening exactly as I described it. Do you think it's acceptable? Choosing to ignore it or do nothing about it is really a choice to condone what is happening. But you can make a choice to try to change this outcome. Those of us who volunteer at Reason made this choice to try to bring about change in this awful scenario. We don't accept that this is the way it has to be. That is basically how Reason came about, a group of people who had been active in animal rescue organizations who passionately wanted to see a different outcome, came together in 2011 as an organization whose mission is to increase the number of animals who are spayed and neutered in Burke County, because this has been found to have the largest impact on decreasing the number of homeless animals in an area, which of course will directly impact those awful numbers of animals who are being put down. Through state funding and donations, we are able to offer reduced cost surgeries to low-income families in Burke County. All of the vets in Burke County are now participating with us and performing the surgeries at reduced rates, so that a qualifying individual can pay as little as $23 to have their animal spayed or neutered. If you've ever had a dog or a cat fixed, you know how expensive it is. It can cost anywhere from $150 to $250, depending on the size of the animal. And this can be way out of the range of possibility for so many of the people here in Burke County, because unfortunately, we have a large population of people that are living at or below the poverty level. So Reason is making this surgery accessible to people who could otherwise not afford it. As you can see from the graph that you have, since we began this program, the number of animals euthanized per year has come down from 5,508 to 2,232, a reduction of 3,276 animals. We rejoice in the fact that those numbers have come down, that we are making a difference, but we're not satisfied with that. Currently, we have a little less than a dozen volunteers to cover the entire county, and we've still made a big difference. But in order to continue to decrease those numbers, we have to increase our numbers. Just think what we could do if we had twice the number of volunteers or 3 times the number of volunteers. We've watched the numbers of animals who are put to death come down over the last 5 years, but the fact that a total of 2,232 animals were still put down is still way too many. We want to see that number at 0. And we don't want to wait another 5 years to see that happen. We want change now, so that not another precious 4-legged soul is put to death because we, who could have changed this outcome, let them down and failed to protect them from this fate. Because their time is running out. Their day is coming. So what we need is for people like you, or people you know, to help us with our mission by becoming a volunteer. The Marines need a few good men. We need a few more big hearts, and we can do this. Please help us help those little ones who can't help themselves. We could bring that number down, and those innocent dogs and cats over at Burke Animal Control right now will not have to have their day. I hope this haunts you as it does me and the rest of the people at Reason. I hope it makes you think. And most of all, I hope it makes you want to do something to change the way things are. And if you do, become a volunteer with us at Reason. I'll leave you with this quote. Most people never step into an animal shelter. Most animals never step out.